Hello, Freedom Seekers. Jeremy Chambers, Independence Acres Homestead. While Christmas preparations are in full swing around the house, my goal and my focus around here has been preparing for next year's garden. Now is the best time to start thinking about it. So we had our seed orders come in from 2 different heirloom seed companies this week, and I'm really excited to share with you guys the seeds that we ordered and what our plans are for them with this coming year. So there's a whole lot going on in the house today. As always, the weekends are so busy around here. The boys are at the table working on painting up some Christmas ornaments that we made for gifts for friends and family. And Shelly is in the kitchen working on making some Christmas cookies. So there's just a lot going on. But as I already stated, my mind has been on, well, 2 or 3 things. But one of the main ones has been making sure that we have a good plan for our garden next year and getting our seeds ordered. And the 2 seed companies that we ordered from this year are 2 that we've had great success with their seeds previously. One that I really want to focus on is this company right here, Seeds for Generations. This is a wonderful family-owned company down in Virginia. Provide wonderful quality seeds. We had great germination rates with them last year, and so I wanted to make sure we purchased more seeds from them. I'll link for their website's going to be in the description below. But a few of the things that we're changing about what we're going to do this year in the garden, we really translated into our seed orders. And one of those things is that in the past we've been growing a lot of indeterminate varieties of tomatoes where the vines just keep growing and growing and growing all year long. We've always had great success with the indeterminate varieties, but we just are constantly fighting the vines. So one of the things I focused on this year with both of our seed orders was to get tomato varieties that are good for containers or dwarf style plants. Let me grab the seeds here from the other company. So the other company we order from is a Michigan company. We order from M.I. Gardner. Wonderful heirloom quality seeds. Shipping's been a little slow this year, but I think that's just kind of what's going on all over the place right now. So M.I. Gardner just opened up their 2021 seed season at the end of November, and the people ordering their seeds were so crazy they actually crashed their website in the first day. So there was some delays in getting orders in, and even though we placed our order the day after Thanksgiving, so November 27th, we did just receive our order this week. But you know what? It's not like we need to be getting any of them in the ground right now, so I'm not too concerned about the delay. But let me just show you a couple of the tomato varieties that we chose this year through M.I. Gardner. And like I said, the main reason isn't because we don't like the tomato varieties that we have been getting. The main reason is because we just need to conserve some space and be as deliberate as possible with the varieties that we chose to maximize our space. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this first variety, but this is a variety of heirloom tomato. It's a New Zealand variety, and it's a dwarf variety. Still produces a fairly large fruit, 10 to 12 ounce fruit, which should be good for fresh eating. But they are a dwarf variety, so the vines themselves aren't going to get taller than about 2 to 3 feet, and we're really hoping that they're going to produce well for us this year. The second variety that we got were some of these geranium kiss tomatoes. Once again, not a tall plant variety, only going to get about 2 feet tall, but should produce some decent eating tomatoes for salads, maybe even using them. We use a lot of cherry tomatoes when we make our tomato sauce to put away for the year, so really hoping these are going to produce well for us. The third variety that we got was these champagne bubbles. Another cherry tomato that is going to produce a lot of, it should produce a lot of sweet, like a yellow-green fruit. And this is an indeterminate variety, so I did kind of buck the idea here on that variety. And then the third one is the Tiny Tim tomato. Another one that is going to just be a very small variety of tomato, but one where we can, maximize our growth space. And a great thing also is this one is a very quick to mature variety. So it's going to mature in about 65 days. should be an early fruit set. So we're really excited to get those Tiny Tims. The other thing that we're really wanting to do this year is work on our leafy greens. So we had great success with the Copenhagen market cabbage this last year in the greenhouse and even in the garden itself. So we decided to get some more of the Copenhagen cabbage, and the other variety of cabbage we're going to be growing is Napa cabbage. Now there's a couple varieties of lettuce here that are of greens. This the Napa cabbage, Bib Butterhead, and even bok choy. So we were given a hydroponics tower into the summer, and we decided that we're going to give it a go this fall and winter in the basement here. So I'm going to be getting that set up in the next few weeks. And the things we're going to be growing are some greens. We're going to do some butterhead lettuce, some Napa cabbage, and we're going to see how well bok choy does in the hydroponics. It should do pretty well. We're pretty excited to get that going. So I'm going to be really working on some leafy greens. Along with the other market cabbage, the Copenhagen market, we got some red acre cabbage. We really like red cabbage in our house. Honestly, our favorite way to eat cabbage is just sliced, chopped, and fried up. So yeah, really excited to get the cabbage growing. We got a couple varieties of lavender also. We had bought some lavender plants 2 years ago. Didn't survive, didn't take off well. Really kind of disappointed with how well it did. So decided it was time to try to grow some from seed. So in my garden here has a pretty good selection of the lavender. We've got the Vera lavender, the Homestead lavender, and just a basic common English lavender. Just going to try growing these and see how they do. Another thing we've never done in our garden is to grow onions from seed. And that was where Seed for Generations came in. They've got some pretty good varieties, pretty interesting varieties of heirloom onion seeds. So we got 4 different varieties of onions this year. Got a good red onion, a long day Spanish onion. This is an Italian onion. I don't even know how to say it. Yeah, yellow cipollini. Anyway, it was an interesting onion. And we had such great success with our garlic last year. And we had actually had some, what they call pearl onions, some red pearl onions that we had bought a container of them on clearance at the grocery store for a recipe, and there were a bunch left over, and so we put a couple of them in the garden just to see how they do, and they actually produced some wonderful red onion bulbs. So we were really excited about getting those few onions, and we decided, you know what, let's step up our game a little bit. So we got a couple different varieties of onions, and just really excited to get these in the ground. The other thing that we got from Seeds for Generations that we're pretty excited about is some echinacea, you know, a purple coneflower. I'm really excited to be able to get this in the ground, make some echinacea tea. And honestly, you know, most of the rest of our varieties here from In My Garden are just, you know, jalapeno, peppers. We decided to do some turnips this year. We had some good success with the radishes in the greenhouse, so we're going to try some turnips. Different types of peppers. You guys remember last year I went pepper crazy. I'm trying to step it back a little bit this year and not do quite so many peppers. So we just got some lemon drop peppers, serrano peppers, banana peppers, so we can make banana pepper rings, and some yellow bell peppers. Yeah, just, once again, I tried not to go crazy this year, but I did get a decent amount of peppers. Let's see, I think that just about rounds it out. Oh, another tomato variety that we're pretty excited to try is the big rainbow tomato. Very similar to the Brandywines, very similar to the Brandywines as far as the type of tomato and the size of fruit. And as you guys know, we love pink Brandywines. We had always have good success with those, and with the yellow pineapple tomatoes. Those were pretty good this year too. So that about covers it. I didn't invest heavily in seeds this year because Honestly, we still have a lot of seeds left over from the previous years that we've purchased and had great success with. So really excited to get the hydroponics tower going in the next few weeks here. So pay attention for the video coming out for that. And I guess that about does it. Hopefully this gets you excited to get your seed order in so that you can start getting prepared for a successful 2021 garden year. Thank you so much for joining us, and as always, God bless.